it is time for our next poetry lesson, where today we're going to be reminded about how we find rhymes in order to make this poem called a couplet. I've already written some examples down for us to go over, but let's remind ourselves, what are words that rhyme? They're words that have the same sounding ending. So the end of the word sounds the same. So I wrote up some examples, like bat and cat. They rhyme because the endings are the same. At and at. Can we think of any other words that rhyme with bat and cat? Think about it for a minute. Say them out loud if you can think of any. Excellent. I'm sure there's a few you can think of. Another example could be moon and spoon, because the endings are the same oon sound. Moon and spoon. They both rhyme. Another one I did, wizard and lizard. Both of those have the same endings and rhyme. Wizard and lizard. And another one is rocket and pocket. Rocket and pocket. Both of those sound the same at the ending. You can have short words, you can have longer words, but more complex. But the goal for our poem today is that the last word in your sentence rhymes with the last word of the next sentence. That's a couplet. So a couplet is where two lines rhyme. And you can have more than two lines, but it would be the first two lines rhyme, then the next two rhyme with each other. So we're just going to work on 2-line couplets. I did some examples for you up here. So my first line always starts with a capital T, and is all written on the same line. And the last word is going to rhyme with the last word in my second line. So line number 1, there was a cat. There was a cat. And then a new line, and we don't need a period, a new line, so line number 2, wearing, and it starts with a capital as well, a hat, and it rhymes. So there once was a cat wearing a hat. It rhymes. That's a couplet. Another example, my line number 1 is on its own line, starts with a capital. I went for a run. Next line, line number 2, starts with a capital. I'll make my eyes look like capitals for you. It was a lot of fun. I went for a run. It was a lot of fun. My last 2 words rhyme. Run and fun. Last one. I could smell the flowers. Capitals. New line. It was almost like they had powers. Flowers rhymes with powers. So your job is to go into your journal and to write me a couplet. So you need to think of 2 rhyming words and make 2 lines about those rhyming words. All right? I want to see some different stuff than what I wrote. Be creative. Brainstorm some rhyming words. Ask your mom and dad or whoever's around you for some help. And then come up with 2-line poem called a couplet. I can't wait to read what you guys write about. See you next time.